significant impact, I like to start out with the definition for this because it's really important to keep that in mind. And I'm going to give you a really cool quote I heard this weekend about this.
Ooh,
So,
love it.
so significant impact. Let's start with impact. Impact is the kinetic energy transferred between one body and another body. So when we talk about our impact, we talk about how are we transferring energy between people, between us and a group. So I really like that. And then significance is, I look at statistical significance, and it means deviating from norm or expectation. So you think about statistical significance, and if you do a t-test, there's the normal curve and the 67.5% or whatever it is. That's one standard deviation out. So I think that's a really good way to think about what our significant impact. We have to be out. We have to be deviants in what we do. Here's the quote I heard this weekend. It was so good. The quote was, I was at a retreat this past weekend, and the quote goes, "If you're not living on the edge, you're just taking up space." I was like, okay. And this came from a dude that's 85 years old. I was like,
that's
all
amazing.
Right, I need to live up to that meme. That so it's so good.
Wow, that's from an 85-year-old. I dig it.
Yeah, it's so good. It's like, okay, I've got work to do.
Yeah.
So let's start here with, and this will be easy for you, but let's start out with, take 90 seconds or so and write out what your big why is. What's your big why? All right. What you got? What's your big why?
My brain just keeps saying,
peace, love, and joy.
Why
Maybe
not?
the best question is why do we need peace, love, and joy? What we just went through is marketing gold for you. So let me just read back some of the things I wrote down. So when you start with peace, love, and joy, that's usually where people get to the end of doing whys.
Yeah.
But the way you said it's like too commoditized. Right? Peace, love, and joy. Yeah, I want to do peace, love, and joy. Sure, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, so doing these whys underneath this really gives you, it's like, I say, I can see you doing this on stage, Amber. It's like, oh, peace, love, and joy.
You're like,
yeah. You might say, yeah, sure, I agree with that. Let me tell you why this is so important to you. Right? Now you start doing this kind of stuff. This is important to you. It's not just important. It's not just words, folks, because this gets hard. This gets really hard. It helps you express your true nature. How many of you struggle with who you really are? There's a thing called facade fatigue. You may not know who you really are because you're so used to putting up a facade, you don't even know who you are anymore. So expressing your true nature, but it's not just you got to know your true nature before you can express it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I love the whole thing is like, I live in a world that scares me. Why? Because there's zombies. How many of you would love, when you see a zombie movie, how many of you want to live with the zombies? I don't. That scares me.
Yeah.
Why does it scare me? Because I could get bit. Don't get bit by the zombies out there.
They're out for your brains.
They're out there for your brains. They're out for your souls. It's even worse. These are spiritual zombies. They're not going to eat your brains. They're going to eat your soul. And the reason why I fear that is because I can get bit. And it just takes a bite. It's just something. And then all of a sudden I go down a path. How many of you felt like you've gone down a path of, of not knowing who you are? How often have you felt lonely?
Mhm.
You know, oh, now you're getting into the meat of the why
Yeah.
of peace, love. You know, when you said zombies, you feel separated,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, and that's when the zombies win, is when you feel separated. So
Don't
join
let the
us,
zombies win. Yeah.
join us, feel connected, live connected. And then the last one I wrote down here, and do what you're here supposed to do. Do what you're supposed to do. You're here on a mission, and you can't do it alone.
Mhm.
Peace, love, and joy is about connection. It's not about your peace, your love, and your joy.
Mm. So, yeah.
It's ours.
Mhm.
You feel like there's a lot of peace, love, and joy in our world right now? If you said no to that question, you got work to do,
I love that. Yeah.
right? So I think that's the big why.